Hi friends, I'm so excited to be doing this video. This is something that I know when I was going into college, I would look up videos like this and they were always so helpful. Still, I come out with more things I wish I knew. At the end of it, everyone's gonna be like, well, I wish I knew that. And there's just a big perspective shift and you're gonna change a lot. So I wanted to get started with the top 10 things I wish I knew before I went to college. If you have just a second and you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe. I'm really enjoying growing this community with you guys. And if you want to press that bell, you'll know exactly when I upload as well. I'll pop my Instagram right here. So let's get started. So the first thing that I want to mention on, and these are in no specific order. Number one, you don't really need that much stuff to live in a dorm. So when I first went into college, I remember taking a lot of items that I didn't necessarily need, but I didn't know exactly what I would need. So of course you're trying to be prepared. Note of the lists that are online and of course what your university recommends as well. Don't overfill your space in the dorm with your things. And also I think it's very nice to go in with a clear mindset and a clear head as far as what you're taking. You're not going to be overwhelmed. If you can keep a neat and tidy area, you're going to be much more motivated to do schoolwork and to do other things as well. And overall, it's just like a simple little tip that actually does go a long way, even if you don't think so. I actually went to 3 universities in my undergrad and I have learned a lot because I have been in dorms, I've been in an apartment. The second tip I want to give you guys is take advantage of your time there. And this seems very obvious, and this is something we're told from a young age and everything in our life. Enjoy your youth, enjoy your youth. Seriously, it's going to go a lot faster than you think. And it's going to be hard to be open to that when you're consumed in a ton of studying, a lot of schoolwork, and just other problems as well, because not everything is going to be a breeze in college. And I mean that outside, of course, when you're at a point in your life where a lot of things just start erupting. And I seriously mean that. Like, so many things happen in the 4 years that I was in college, both to me personally and with my friends and family. So it's just something that you kind of want to be prepared for and just take advantage of your time there. Enjoy your summers while you can. The third tip that I want to give you guys is to relax about things in college. Growing up and then going to high school, you tend to hang around the same type of people. And I think a big thing about college is that everybody is changing and everybody's developing who they want to be. So you get this clean slate going into college where you kind of get to decide, who do I want to be moving forward? Even with that in mind, as a 18-year-old who just graduated high school, you're going to be a little bit immature. And some people may be more mature than others, but there's going to be something immature about you, and that is completely fine. But just understand that everybody else you're there with is changing too. Don't take everything to the heart in college. And you have the option to just cut people out of your lives, and you don't have to do it dramatically. Just you decide who you want to be around. Don't dwell on things too much. Don't exhaust your energy into what other people are doing. Worry about yourself. Do not get wrapped up in other people's business and drama. It's not worth your time. You're going to change a lot too. So it's very important to just try to build yourself as a person. And it's going to be hard to make that decision in every single situation that you're in. But if you keep that in the back of your mind, I think overall it'll benefit you. Number 4 is a huge one. So studying is a thing you actually have to do. If you're anything like me, I don't think I ever studied in high school for more than 15 minutes. And I mean that honestly. I could have done so much better in high school had I studied, but I didn't, and I did perfectly fine. Going into college, expect to study. Now, if you're about to go into college here in 2020, this may be a little bit different for you. You still do need to study, but the coronavirus pandemic is probably going to make your first year a little different than what your second year is going to look like, or your third year, or whenever things go back to normal. Online classes and online exams are a lot different than in person. And it's going to be even harder when things get back to normal. You actually do have to study. And my biggest tip for this is don't be shy around the people in your classes as a freshman. Your freshman year, you're building a base for yourself as far as how you study and how you stay motivated, how you stay on track towards your goals. So if you don't do this your freshman year in your first couple semesters, then you may find yourself struggling a lot more as a sophomore and a junior because you're trying to teach yourself how to study properly with much, much harder material. Get to know the people in your classes, ask them for help, ask them to study with you. They are probably going to be open to it as well, because most people are in the same exact boat. Yes, you're going to be discouraged sometimes because there's going to be a person in your class that seems to know the answer to everything. Okay, class. Who was the only one of Henry VIII's wives to receive a queen's funeral? Yes, you, up front. Jane Seymour? Trust me, this happens. You can always get ahead yourself if you actually make an effort to learn that material as well. It's very hard in the moment. It really is. It's not easy. Some classes will be easier than others, but just seriously put your hard work into it, because it does pay off later. And also a huge one that you guys are going to experience, you'll have to maintain a minimum GPA in order to hold your scholarship. That is huge. So just really take it seriously. Fifth tip I have for you guys goes off of the studying, and that is to truly take advantage of internship opportunities. They are not likely to just slide across your desk one day. You need to go out and actually apply for these. This is also something that I kind of messed up on, because I had the impression that I had to have an internship within my major. And in some cases that is obviously true. You know, if you're in the medical field or like engineering, you're gonna want to do an internship that is actually in that major. But for someone like me who studied political science, it would have been helpful. Was not intending to go into politics per se after graduating college, and I should have been taking internships in maybe marketing or, you know, just business, general business internships that I could have taken that could have boosted my my resume and helped me after graduating. So just take advantage of them. It's very important. It's going to be very easy for you to say, oh, I don't want to do an internship this year. It's a summer. Like, I want to enjoy my first summer or whatever. Take an internship. A lot of internships are unpaid, and that's very difficult for people who can't necessarily afford to not work and make money in the summer. I totally get it. But if you can find the right opportunity, take an internship. It'll help you immensely. Number 6 is one of my favorite tips, and that is take advantage of not knowing anyone at the school. And I mean, this still counts if you know a few kids that you went to high school with or whatever, but take advantage of kind of having this fresh start where you get to build who you want to be and do what you want to do without eyes on you. Go to the gym. Don't be afraid of the gym. Don't be afraid of the gym. I'm going to say it again. Don't be afraid of the gym, because that was something that I was really nervous about, and I would have never gone until I actually joined an organization called Charge, and that kind of taught me to be more open or more comfortable in my skin working out. But even without that, go to the gym. Nobody's watching you. If anything, you can find someone who can give you some pointers. Find a little buddy, maybe someone new that you met at the school who's thinking about getting into fitness too. Neither of you have to be bodybuilders to go to the gym together and try to learn some things. Use YouTube, optimize the internet. There are so many ways that you can get comfortable working out. Do it. Don't be afraid, and put yourself out there in other things too. The 7th tip that I have, okay, I do this, and some people like do this. Okay, the 7th tip that I have for you guys, get local in your community that you're going to school at. There are so many opportunities locally, and this doesn't matter if you're in a city or a small town. Actually, sometimes it's even nicer if you're in a small town, because you have more personal one-on-one experience with maybe a business owner. So that's a good example of how to get an internship that maybe doesn't exactly fit what you want to be doing, but would help you. Go out besides the bars and try to understand what's around you and how you can benefit from it, how you can give back in the future. Number 8, this kind of goes off of my internship tip, but you need to take initiative to get ahead. In college, you're not going to have someone calling you up to check up on you and make sure that you're doing things, except for maybe your parents. You need to take the initiative. You need to make your own luck, because things aren't just going to happen to you. In order to get ahead, you truly have to take those steps. Don't get discouraged by that. It just means do your research and try to understand all of your opportunities before going into college or while you're in college to help you get ahead. Number 9 is very, very simple, but you also want to join organizations in order to meet people. I mean, you can meet people other ways as well, but I do encourage joining an organization. Most people will tell you as a freshman. Don't join every organization in the world because you'll want to, but definitely do your research. I would do some ahead of time before going to college if you can. Hey, what organizations are offered at my university? Then you can find out which ones you'd actually want to look into more once you get there. The cool thing about organizations is you don't necessarily have to be stuck with it forever. So you can do your research, try it out, and see if that's something you'd want to stay with. I ended up enjoying a few organizations, and there's so many different things. Are like fitness organizations just with like hobbies, creativity, and art. There's organizations within your school. If you're studying marketing, there may be an organization in selling. A lot of universities actually offer like a professional selling type of organization, and that's going to really open some doors for you for internships and jobs in the future. So look into those as well. I mean, there are political organizations. There are hiking organizations. I mean, the list is endless. The 10th and final tip that I have for you guys is off of that, stay active. You may or may not experience the freshman 15. It may be more like a junior 15, but it's just so important to stay active. You can meet people this way and you're gonna feel better. It's scientifically proven that, active people are better in study. It correlates to studying as well. So just be active when you can. That doesn't mean you have to be running marathons. Walk around campus. Don't always take the scooters. When you graduate, you're gonna miss walking those 10-minute walks because you get to clear your mind, and it's just like you time at school. I do have a bonus tip, and this envelops all of them, and that is go into college selfishly. And I don't mean this in a bad way. I mean, you need to put yourself first. You know who you should be hanging out with and who you shouldn't be hanging out with. Don't get caught up in other people's business and drama. It's up to you to be on the right path, and it's up to you to make your path. So just go in selfishly. Don't be afraid to say no to things. Don't be afraid to say yes to things. Do what you think is best for yourself, and that's going to pay off. It's very easy to learn this too late rather than early enough. So take advantage of, making your own decisions and being an adult and being away from home, and just do things selfishly for yourself. It's going to make a huge difference. So that is all I have. Please let me know if you have any questions about college or university, and if you have any tips as well, put them below for other people to read, because I know that it's a scary time going into college, and you guys can take all the tips you can get. So definitely leave those comments below. Please, once again, if you like this video, like it and give it a subscribe. Follow me on all the social media, and look forward to seeing you guys again.